Hey guys, welcome to a South African girl living in Canada. My name is Andrea. I am so excited to interview two very special people. You know what? I found a solution to one of the biggest headaches when you are immigrating, and that is moving money out of the country, right? I get a lot of people asking me these questions, how to do it. And so I'm very fortunate to have met Jill and Melissa. I'd like to introduce you to them. They're from a company called SecureFX. Welcome, ladies. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
So nice to meet you. See you.
Awesome. So Jill is the owner and founder of SecureFX. I'm sitting here in Canada. They're in Cape Town. Jill, please tell us a little bit about your background and how you got started with SecureFX.
Hi, Andrea. Thanks so much for that. So yeah, I've been in this industry now for almost 15 years. Started working with a leading company from Europe, trying to understand movement of money. And kind of spent 15 years researching and understanding South African exchange control and the implications of it. 3 years ago, we started SecureFX. It's a boutique treasury advisory business aimed at looking after the best interests of the client. And I think that's the kind of key difference in where our business comes from and what we're doing is we've brought a group of people together who really understand the challenges facing someone who is wanting to get their money out of South Africa.
People always ask me which companies should they use. I'm always wary of scams. And I think even as whether you're South African or from whichever country you're from, you know, people are so vulnerable. And at the moment, scamming is huge. So why should people use SecureFX? Tell us a little bit about your service offering.
Two things that you should look at when you're looking for a company who can help you. One is somebody who understands what you want. And is not trying to fit a round peg into a square hole. So somebody who's prepared to sit and listen to you and then find out a solution that works for you. And the other one who is a company who's prepared to be completely transparent. And I think that's what really defines SecureFX is transparency. We work through bank accounts and the clients don't name. The clients never ever pay money to us. And I think that's the key thing that differentiates us. Is that we're saying you're in control of your money at all times. We never want you to pass over a cent of it. And every time anything does happen on your account, not only do you get notified by us, but the bank actually communicates with you directly as well. So if something is happening to your money, you get communication and the confirmations from two parties. That way, you're guaranteed that your funds are safe and secure at all times.
Let's get into the nitty-gritty. I think that a lot of people want to hear a couple of facts and just get into the detail. Let's use an example. For instance, maybe I'm immigrating to Canada from South Africa. It's my husband and I, a couple, no children, and we can bring in $1 million each, which is the legal allowance. What kind of would the bank be charging me? How does it work? So I've got $2 million. I'm going to bring it into Canada. How does it work? And how do you charge people? And what's happening with the banks at the moment?
Again, two things that you need to look out and watch out for. One is the volatility of the rand. The rand is a currency, it is a commodity-based currency, so it's based on the gold price and it fluctuates up and down all the time. I mean, it's not unusual for us to see, compare the rand to the CAD, not unusual for us to see a transaction or the rate moving by 15, 20 cents in a single day. Which means that if you're transferring your money in the morning, you could be losing 20 cents on the exchange rate. 20 cents on 2 million rand, you're sitting looking at a large sum of money. You're probably looking at close on 3,000-4,000 Canadian dollars being lost just because you're timing it incorrectly, or the person that you're using is not giving you the correct information about what's happening in the markets.
Okay.
Whilst we certainly can't predict what's going to happen, we certainly can look at the markets, and if we've got a little bit of time, we can catch it on the highs and lows. Because one thing we can guarantee you is that the markets will go up and down. The second thing that we can look at, and where a company like SecureFX saves you money, time, effort, and hassles, is that we're a wholesaler. We don't have to pay for sponsoring of a big cricket team or a rugby team or those kind of things. We're a small boutique business, but our pure focus is to try and get the best for our clients. So we're able to secure wholesale rates from the authorized dealer, and we pass that saving on to you. And I've got a case in point, a client just the other day that actually used our services for moving 2 million rand to Canada. And we found that there were two things that the client actually was really grateful. Was the one is that she did a rate comparison with the bank at a specific point in time. And she found, whilst she was looking at her internet and saw what the exchange rate was, and she saw that it said 12.22. She then phoned her bank and she went onto her online banking app and she saw that the rate was 12.58. Now that is a massive, massive difference between what interbank was and what the exchange rate was that the bank was giving her. And she didn't have anyone that she could phone and say, why is this? What is this difference between the rate that I'm hearing on the radio versus the rate that the bank is offering me? And that's where banks and unscrupulous players can actually add and hide huge amounts of fees because nobody has a full understanding of how the systems work. So what we say is ask the bank, ask the client supplier that you are using, tell me how much margin you are looking at. I mean, we're sitting at the moment, we charge about 6 cents off interbank. So if the market is sitting at 12.22, you're getting 12.28 from us. Compare that to the bank and you're saving, what, 3,800 Canadian dollars just on that one transaction. I mean, that's a big saving. You know, and a lot of people, when you're moving to Canada, most people need to take more than 2 million. So if you're kind of immigrating and you've got a family allowance and you're taking over 8 or 9 million, that suddenly becomes an amount of 150 to 200,000 rand that you're paying the bank in fees that are just disappearing because you don't, it's not like they have an itemized billing on your thing that says fees 180,000. All they do is they give you a rate of 12.58. You don't know whether, because you're busy, you've got things, you're not watching the markets all day, you don't know whether that 12.58 is inflated or not. They time it also incorrectly, they time it at the wrong point in the market, and suddenly you're looking at a massive cost that is going to up into space because you can't really justify it.
I'm so glad that, you know, a lot of the people that are going to watch this video are going to go, well, these are trusted treasury advisors. I can speak to them. Jill and Melissa, is there a cost for people to phone you to get this advice?
That you kind of mentioned that in terms of a costing perspective. So our services in terms of guidance and navigating exchange control and understanding the process of moving your money out of the country is complimentary. We don't charge a cent for that.
Amazing.
We're able to do that because we are confident that our service and our prices will be better than anyone else in the market. Brilliant. So we're confident that we'll give you the service because we know you'll be that impressed and you'll beat any rate that's out there in the market so that you'll send us your business.
What I'm excited about is how do people get in contact with you? I think that's going to be important. Melissa, you're the contact person, yes?
Yes, I am the contact person.
What are you up to? I believe there's also like a little bit of a recruitment portal happening. You are in business development, right? Tell us a bit about you.
Yes, I'm running business development for Jill for SecureFX, and Jill and I are in business partners for secure jobs, securing employment in South Africa, as well as assisting companies globally with South Africans and placing them in other countries. I'm that lady that you can get hold of when it comes to SecureFX. I have a lot of knowledge within the Canadian market and assisting with many South Africans leaving to go to Canada. And my philosophy in business is to always answer your phone, no matter what time, no matter what day of the week it is to secure a relationship with clients and ensure that you look after their best financial interests.
Melissa, the South Africans will be so grateful because they're trying to phone and cancel their Vodacom accounts and their TV licenses all the way from Canada, and no one picks up the phone. So if you're picking up your phone, you already got a plus 100 points. It has been so great chatting to you guys. I think for those of you that are watching this video, if you are looking for anything to do with moving money across borders, financial immigration, tax clearance applications, these are the people that you need to speak to. Thank you so much for spending time with me this morning. Well, for you guys, it's late afternoon. For me, it's early morning. And I look forward to such a nice long relationship with you girls, an all-woman run business. I love it. Have a great rest of the day.
You too. Thank you, Andrea.
Pleasure. Chat soon. So guys, if you like what you saw today, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get the updates as they load. It's been so good chatting to you. See you soon.